A stunned and crushed Diddy spotted at the home where his ex unexpectedly and strangely passed on Puff Daddy. This is the ruler better believe it of trickiness. Kim know all his most profound insider facts. Kim presumably told all that in her book, You Comprehend That Up, and got missing the day she kicked the bucket Uptown Records. Began with 5 individuals, he just 2 remaining Puffy and Al. Nearly there's the main coroner's report that said that she passed on it was governed a manslaughter, and they tracked down poisons in her body to demonstrate that she had been harmed. Good gracious. Seems to be Diddy, the big cheese himself, is going to pay the piper karma. Has at long last found him. And all his evil deeds are emerging into the light. Support yourself in light of the fact that the secret encompassing Kim Watchman's passing is going to be examined by and by anyway. Diddy doesn't appear to be the only one gotten up to speed, deliberately targeted here, as Kim or Ali's name appears to likewise be on the rundown of suspects. Something off-putting happened when Diddy's child mom died, and people are persuaded there's more going on than meets the eye. It's been years and individuals have been diving into Kim's not set in stone to uncover reality. Well, think about what a mysterious witness let the cat out of the bag, uncovering that Kim's case is getting resumed. Diddy, my companion, you better hang on close. Since this will be one rough ride, relax, however, we have every one of the delicious subtleties, so we should make a plunge and spill the tea. It appears to be that Kim Watchman's friends and family are determined to break the instance of her baffling end. Think about who's driving the charge. In all honesty, Kim's BFF, the marvelous style fashioner, herself Kimura Liwi, as a whole recollect how devastated Kimura looked on that sad day she imparted and attached to Kim, who was known for her dynamic soul. So this news hit her hard, get this, as per the grapevine Hollywood life. Saw Kimura outside her dear companion's home, and kid were the photos horrible. Poor Kimura was in detaches wailing her heart as a coroner diverted Kim's dead body. There's this one depiction that catches Kimura hand over her mouth, frantically attempting to keep down the conduits of feeling. Great think about who's at long last shouting out about her closest companion's alleged homicide. In all honesty, the savage Kimura Lee, who's presently determined to uncover those slippery signs, she's united with Kim Dorman's relatives. And they're all on the chase after equity. Could you at any point accept it? This staggering update comes directly from a really dear companion of the late Kim Dorman. So the gab around Columbus is that Kim's family is looking for legitimate guidance and is unequivocally in pursuit to hit Diddy with a claim for unfair anyway. Many individuals appear to be of the assessment that Kimura's entire presentation was just a veneer, and that she certainly had quite to do with Kim's less than ideal destruction. And taking a gander at the arrangement of occasions that happened both when Kim's passing, it appears there may be a reality to it, and taking into account the way that Kim's family in a real sense just returned the case, Kimura could truly be in some genuine difficulty. It likewise doesn't precisely help that fans accept that there is a 100 chance that Kimura Lee knows a few vile things. No one accepts Kim Watchman simply up and bafflingly passed on. What I will always remember was that Kimura Lee Simmons was on the scene when this happened. She was somewhat of an observer behind the scenes camera. She appeared as though she'd been crying, yet more significantly, she looked exceptionally scared. I told myself, she realizes something as per the hypothesis that is as of now causing disturbances on the web. Individuals appear to accept that Kimura, being dearest companions with Kim Potter, implies she should have inside information on what befell Kim. What's unpretentiously makes this current hypothesis she had more plausible is the way that Kim's passing accompanied such countless disparities. That is correct. You see, most of individuals accept that Kim's passing was misdiagnosed. Well, as you would recall, Kim's passing conclusion was itself a major experience. The principal coroner's report expressed that poisons were found in her body, and the reason for death couldn't be resolved, yet the principal coroner bafflingly tumbled off the guide and the progressive coroner revealed the reason for death as lobar pneumonia. The consider media outlets Panther Right has said all that needed to be said. Kim kicked the bucket from pneumonia, yet there's the Maine coroner's report that said that she kicked the bucket it was administered a murder. And they found poisons in her fare dropped a significant clue, proposing that there may be some harmful business going on. That's right, she unobtrusively suggested that specific poisons could cause side effects, looking like pneumonia. And think about who may be attached to this entire case. In all honesty, the famous Diddy himself. They have harms that make cardiovascular failure and pneumonia-like side effects. Yet stand by it gets much creepier. Support yourselves for the most ridiculously upsetting turn. Yet the Maine coroner, who thought for even a second to open up to the world about his discoveries about Kim Watchman's demise, wound up dying. No joke. Tuffy News Television was the conveyor of this stunning news. Discuss a chilling development. I've been informed that he was the top of the snake into the examination of the death of Kim Dorman. And not just that, you all, he was the person who at first found something risky. Yet pause your breathing, since there's more. Tuffy, our daring specialist, figured out how to uncover another frigid disclosure through his insider sources. You will have a hard time believing it, yet Tuffy got an email from one of his dependable devotees, revealing insight into a stunning subtlety. It just so happens Kim Dorman was frantically attempting to contact her own PCP, yet she was unable to. And that my companions drove her to commit the greatest error of her life. Sources expressed that in the wake of trusting that the specialist will return to her, she imparted her problem to the dad of her girls, who alluded her to one more specialist of his decision. And as all of you realize, they didn't save her. Kim Watchman had a suspicion of the fermenting tempest, and she purportedly sent a gathering message to all her nearby buddies with the frightful words, "He got me." Yet think about what the telephone containing that pivotal message was grabbed away by Diddy's security group when he showed up at Kim's home after her disastrous passing. And that is not every one of my companions. There's another justification for why individuals firmly accept that Diddy may be liable for Kim Watchman's less than ideal end. Prepare yourselves for this grievous story. You see, Diddy had a famous history of being a chronic miscreant. Rumors from far and wide suggest that he deceived Kim with, in all honesty, her dearest companion at the time, the unparalleled Sarah Chapman. To exacerbate the situation, Sarah wound up getting pregnant around a similar time as Kim, breaking her into 1,000,000 pieces. This huge, profound injury negatively affected Kim's well-being. Yet here's where it gets significantly seriously. Chafing Diddy in his dauntlessness, Bold strutted his Corson like a valued belonging before the public eye. Might you at any point accept it? He gave his escort luxurious gifts, constantly adding insult to Kim's injuries and making her life considerably more hopeless. Applause. Music. Another fascinating viewpoint is it just so happens the specialist who evidently treated Kim Watchman in her last days denied having any contact with her. Well, that is a heap of baloney. We should be genuine here, people. When somebody with monetary security feels unwell, they wouldn't mull over connecting for clinical assist. The gossip with processing is humming with hypothesis that Kim couldn't break through to the specialist since another person got to him before she got the opportunity. Now you should tingle to know why Diddy would steadily target Kim. Right, well, set yourself up for a stunner. Recall that tell-all book Kim was dealing with, the one that bafflingly evaporated after her passing. It appears to be that this book held the way into the entire riddle as per the theories of quality arrangement. The book's vanishing was the essential rationale behind Kim's lamentable end. Why, you ask, in light of the fact that it's accepted that Diddy's most profound privileged insights were going to be spilled onto those pages. And the fans are right next to quality. On that one, Kim Dorman had recordings, messages, telephone accounts, observer declaration, and so on of Diddy being gay. She was busy composing a detailed account book. Before her passing, Diddy was unnerved consistently in light of the fact that he was letting completely go over Kim, and he realized she had his tea. Yet the thing is, all Diddy actually has a lot of impact in the business. An unnoticeable source told that Diddy has effectively prevented Kim's book from coming around. As per them, he pummeled the gatherings with claims, since they included data in regards to his underhanded dealings, in spite of this multitude of mishaps. The fans are completely thrilled at Kim Watchman's family for their endeavors to carry equity to Kim Dorman. I'm so glad to hear her family accept how Kim passed on. I feel God sent help to them. And those young ladies will require them when the genuine truth comes out similarly, however certain as their dad's sexual direction. Maybe coming out I accept Kim's book had all reality in it, and her life was sliced short to hold her back from telling it. Then these new vehicles for her girls resemble purchasing their adoration. Yet when they figure out the reality of their mothers, passing those vehicles won't mean a thing to them, and they will need to move far away from him. And he realizes they will have his days numbered up there in Hollywood. Kim Watchman's ex, and the dad of her oldest child, the unrivaled The Owl Be Certain, as of late shared a now erased post that left us all in wonderment. As per him, Kim was on the run from something before her unfavorable passing. He even urged her to connect with the FBI for help with this erased post. I'll be sure divulged a message that Kim had sent him saying life mirroring craftsmanship, workmanship, mimicking life. And presently everything appears to make sense. She had trusted in him about different things, also portraying a lady in trouble. That is when Al B. Shore encouraged her to make